Welcome to Real Talk with Reginald D. I'm your host, Reginald D. Today's episode, I'm going to talk about the power of having a structured mentality versus having a wavering mentality when it comes to your mind and your way of thinking. Let's talk about the mind. The mind has three basic functions, which is thinking, feeling, and wanting. Basically, if you can think it with your mind, then you can feel it. And if you can feel it, then your mind starts wanting it. That's why you have to be careful about what you think about and dwell on. Your mind is triggered by your situations. Have you ever seen somebody who has what some people call a great career, a good life? They have a good paying job. They got the family, the house, and the car. They wake up every day happy and can't wait to start their day. They can't wait to go to work versus somebody that is making minimum wage and trying to provide for their family. They don't go to these low-paying jobs because they want to. They do it because they have to. Now, you got the person with the good career and all the stuff, and you got the person making minimum wage. Check this out. The most powerful person out of the two is one making minimum wage. You know why? It's because the person with the good career was happy every day. They have a complacent mindset. The 100,000 or 200,000 per year was all they care about. Now, the person making minimum wage is showing up every day, even though they don't like it. They show up every day because they have to. That's a mind of power. If you put your mind in that I have to state, that's when you go after the big things in life. That's how you achieve your desires. Listen, when you get in your mind that you have to do something, guess what? You would do it because your mind is telling you that you have to. I need you to listen to this. You can't let situations manipulate your mind. It's crazy to me. I've seen people that won't get out of a toxic environment because that's all they know. Their mind and mindset won't let them leave that environment, even though they have saw multiple people do it. If you can see people achieve something that had a challenging life, guess what? You can do it. You just got to believe in your mind that you can do it. Here's the part about it. God has shown you somebody who has elevated their life right before your eyes, and you still don't believe it could be you. It doesn't matter where you come from. Your life happened for you and not to you. I need you to know that success and failure comes from the same thing. It comes from what you're focused on. Now, I need you to hear this. Your mind is like tires on a car. There are 4 tires. In life, your mind has 4 tires. You have the trust tire, and then you got the purpose tire, both on the front. Then you have a challenge tire, and then you have the overcoming tire. These 2 are on the back. Now, if either one of those tires malfunction or blow out, then your car, which is your life, is stuck. If the trust tire gets deflated and blows out, then your purpose tire is no good. You got to trust yourself to be great, and you got to trust that you can achieve your purpose in life and then go for it. Let's talk about the back tires. You have the challenging tire and you have the overcoming tire. If you allow the challenges of your life to deflate or blow you out, then you will never overcome things in your life. And at the end of the day, the car of your life is going to be stuck, even though it still has most of the components to stay running and keep going. You have to understand you got what it takes to keep going. You just have to change your way of thinking and keep going. It's all about what you're thinking in your mind. A steadfast and unwavering mind will narrow down what you need to be doing to get what you desire. If you allow your mind to run wild, then you will be all over the place and frustrated. You will not get anything done. It's called one thing: focus. Let's talk about this. The mind can open up a whole lot of different opinions. That's why you hang with like-minded people. This is the difference between the brain and the mind. Just because you have a healthy brain doesn't mean you have a healthy mind. The brain is a physical thing. It has blood vessels and nerve cells that can be touched. However, the mind is not made of any cells and is hypothetical. I'm going to tell you this. Have you ever known somebody that just make up stories for no reason? They just flat out lie for no reason at all. And don't it seem like the stories or lies they tell are the saddest? I know a guy like that. He would make up these stories and have everybody that didn't know him feeling sad and feeling bad. So I told him one day, I said, if you're going to keep coming up with these stories, at least make them cheerful so the people who don't know you can feel good. It's all about how you allow your mind to think. Now, this guy was good at lying, and you would think he was shooting you straight. But the crazy part about it is that everything in his mind was sad thoughts, and it became his mindset. You got to understand that your mind has to be managed. Your mind is like a mirror on a car. You have to adjust it sometimes to get a better view. Now, you have to be careful because your mind has a way to attract things that's in harmony with it, good or bad. Ladies, just because he's fine and has a great career doesn't mean he is for you. Fellas, just because she is fine and has a great career doesn't mean she is for you. God said, a man who findeth a wife find a good thing. He didn't say a man who findeth a woman and make her his wife. He said a man who finds a wife. So what does that mean? She was already wife material when he met her. Bottom line, in life, you have to put your mind in a place where it has a bottom line mentality. And it means that at the end of the day, what is the main thing I want to get out of this situation and focus on that? Do not waver or compromise. Keep your mind on what you desire. That's how you achieve your purpose, man. If you allow your mind to waver, then your mind will get tired and quit on you. I have things in my mind that I won't waver from. I believe that the man's supposed to provide for the woman and the household. Now, I know that some households have the man and the woman with careers and they are working the household that way. But I'm talking about a man and a woman working a job, but a second job is needed to make ends meet. I feel like the man should take on the second job unless something is wrong with it. If daycare is so expensive where it makes sense for one person to stay at home with the kids, well, I believe that the woman should stay home unless the couple agrees on something different. But all in all, I believe that if anybody that is going to get up and grind, it should be the man. There has to be someone out there getting it for the moment, and then you have to have a free thinker. Most men are not free thinkers. We are structured and do things in the same routine every day. If we go outside of our normal routine, then we will fall apart. So you can't allow most of us to be free thinkers. It's not in us. We are one track with safe playing minds. However, a woman will multiply whatever you give her. That's the way women are built. If you give her a house, she will make it a home. If you give her groceries, she will make a meal out of it, no matter what type of food she got to work with. And if you give her a little bit of sperm, she will give you a whole child. Here's the big one. If you make her upset or hurt her, then she will give it back to you 3 times worse. Women will multiply anything you give them. I believe that men just need to get out there and grind and allow the woman's mind to be free and come up with the opportunity to take the family to the next level. Now check this out. I told my wife about a dream I had 23 years ago. I told her that I had a dream on more than one occasion that I was going to be speaking to people all over the world. Now keep in mind that this dream was 23 years ago, way before I met my wife. We only been married for 3 years. She remembered that dream I told her about, but didn't tell me what was on her mind. She told me that I should do a podcast. Now, I didn't know nothing about doing podcasts. I just trusted her and we went with it. The crazy part about it, we started this podcast 6 months ago and I have people listening to me all over the world. When my wife showed me that, I was blown away. She looked at me and said, "You dreamed that you're going to speak to people all over the world, right?" She was the multiplier. Even though God gave me the gift to speak, she is the one who's doing the work to make sure that my gift is being used in different places. Let me leave you with this. In life, all you need sometimes is you and yours. A kingdom doesn't exist without a king and a queen. Everybody else is just an inheritance. But the biggest thing I need you to know is that you have to protect your mind regardless. Watch what you feed it. Watch what you tell it. because your mind would always believe everything you tell it or feed it. Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk with Reginald D. If you enjoyed the show, please share with anyone you feel needs to go on this journey with us on making you a better you. See you next time.